I'm in Kilkenny and we're going for a walk along the River Nore. Behind this is a private residence. Used to be a mill. We have to go around it up these steps.
That sort of heady smell you get is the pollen of ivy.
What was the old mill called?
Fancy, is it?
What?
Fancy.
Fennessy. The Holy Well is called?
Mm-hmm.
The I don't know Holy Well. Is this the boardwalk?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the boardwalk?
Not a thing.
When was it made?
I have no idea.
What's that?
That's a gate in a wall.
Yes, I'm seeing that you can walk by it.
The boardwalk. Now, was this here in medieval times?
Nope.
What?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I often walk down here in medieval times and I never saw it.
Dermot McMurrough Kavanagh is the guy who let the Normans in and betrayed the Irish chieftains and kings.
And he wasn't related to me in any
And
way.
he is not
No.
related to this woman in any way,
No,
shape or
no,
form.
no.
So, but by extension related to me.
Yeah.
So this is the ring road around Kilkenny, and cleverly they put a footbridge underneath it. Where are we?
We are in Kilkenny Castle Park.
Oh, in the park.
Yes, so we're going down through the lake.
Pictures of Kilkenny Castle and the ring.
Hello everyone. We are beside an industrial area, so there's a lot of noise. This is going to be one of those moments when everybody's going to go, "Hey Kenneth, what are you doing with the copper tanks?" But I'm not going to tell you until I start using them. But first, I need to separate them out. That means I have to cut them up. And I'm going to do that with the plasma torch. That's all going to the scrapyard, and that is my yield. Sheets of copper. So these little babies are windows that I bought a very long time ago, and they're going to go into the side of the boat. I have some bronze bar to replace the hinges, and these are the bronze bolts that will fit it to the boat. Some new rubber sealers, because everything about these little fellas is tired. So they need a clean up, they need all the paint removed, and their seals replaced. Oh, maybe push down. Oh, there we go. Oh, the paint stripper is going on liberally on the paint. Okay, now we just wait. This is my gas locker. I've been very diligent about keeping these channels clear so that water can just drain away. But if this fills up with crap, the water comes over the top and down into here, and this is why this is all rusty. So I've learned if you keep that channel free, the water doesn't get in. But there's a problem. It now rattles. So when the boat is moving at certain revs, it makes an enormous noise. So to stop it from rattling, I'm going to put in these little things that I had left over from the skylights, and I'm just going to shove them there as little rubber stops. And maybe that will be enough to stop it from rattling. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Well, the only way we'll find out is when we have the engine running and see if the vibrations make that noise. I think it should be fine. It's 29 degrees outside. There is a wind blowing, which is good news, as I have to start welding. So what I want to do is get rid of this steel and finish the job that needs to be done with that steel. What is the job? Well, two things I'm hoping. We're going to get that door made deep in the darkness. And this hatch needs to be properly put together, as it's only a temporary hatch. Will I get it done for this video? So the first thing we need to do is open up all the hatches and let some air in. Do we let the air in? Let the air in. Look what happens. So they're spring loaded. Oh look, I opened up and that's clever. Well, what can I say? It's just my innate design skills. Okay, it's completely accidental. I had no idea that that was gonna happen. Flick it out, pops up. The other thing that is going on, it is being routinely very hot, and it gets really hot on Georgia, and then I come over here to cool down. There's no insulation on this boat. The white paint is reflecting all the light away. It's amazing. Right, more windows to open. Oh, these beautiful curtains, which incidentally will never leave the boat. These windows, the glass has to come out and the putty has to be renewed. These things are quite rusty on the outside. Yeah. these. Oh yeah, you can feel the wind coming through now. Let's get rid of the paint. We'll come back to these. This is going to be a sort of a thing that's going to be going on in the background while I'm doing the other work. This is the escape hatch. And I bolted this. The deal with the little windows is that they're going to go one there, and one there, one there, one there, and one there. I also have to make ventilation. There needs to be ventilation here as well. So that in winter time, when all the windows are closed, that there is an air circulation within the boat. Otherwise, you'll end up with a build-up of condensation. I have come up with a plan for how I'm going to make the vents for that. But again, that's a further video, so there's loads more to come. Okay, in the darkness, there is a little engine that has to come out. Alright, that's the door. We need to get that closed. Oh, look, there's electrics that need to be moved as well. All of that needs to come out. I just want it to be as easy as possible. I was going to move the batteries to there, but they won't fit, and to organize all this wood out of the way to make them fit is going to be a pain in the bottom. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to drill a hole. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Oh, that's done. This is not going to be straightforward, but let's start getting it done. I've temporarily clamped it in so that I can see what I need to grind away to get to bare steel so I can weld these on. I've just set up that 12-volt fan to blow all the dust from the angle grinding away from that. Sort of provide me with some fresh air, I think. I don't know, this might not work. Let's see what happens. Just put my finger in the fan. Look what it did. Oh, it's slice, 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 slice. I don't like the sight of blood, especially if it's large quantities of iron, so I'm feeling rather pale at the moment. Ta-da! Fixed. So now the problem I face is my welding equipment won't reach all the way down to there. This one here I thought was 8 meters, the old one, and I bought this, which is 10 meters, and then I found out that one is 10 meters. So I have two 10-meter long welding cables, neither of which will reach all the way down to there. That's because you're an idiot. However, open with care. Watch and learn. Supposed to put that on first. Finally, works. Ta-da! Now I've got 20 meters. I've just spot welded the frames in, but I'm going to stop now because my welding mask wasn't working, so I was spot welding it blind, doing it whilst closing my eyes. So now I have to lock up the boat and run off and get another welding mask. There was a wide gap, so that's why there's a hole there. Yeah, okay. It's very difficult to see in there, so... Biggest issue is this is how warped the wall is, so that has to be brought together. This steel is quite thick, so I doubt it's just I'm going to be able to clamp it. Yeah, it's going to be just too much of a stretch. Well, some of it will come together. So I've decided it's just too much a gap to pull together. It will pull together, but it'll bend this as opposed to bring the sheet to the steel. So this will warp the door jamb, which will make the doors a bit difficult to align. I'll put a bit of steel behind there to fill in the gap, but the upper section came together quite nicely. Let's cut off all the excess steel. Ooh. Break out the plasma! This is nice and great. I have another. I've just discovered a problem. The weld is so thick and the steel is so thick, I'm going to have to do some serious grinding to bring this down, otherwise the door won't close over this. Oh, it's so hot.
There it is. Blood, sweat, and the tears are yet to come.
I don't think the tears are going to come at all, and you're not going to be the one to supply them.
Oh, really? I could make you cry.
Let's make the door. The steel, let's chop it up. I'm so drained by the heat. Look how hot it is. So hot. I have the skeletons in and everything works. I need to, what am I going to do now? I'm going to put the panel on and then clean up all the wells, and then we're done. Sort of. This door is a little bit special. If you look at it, you can see it's wobbly. So it's way out, but this is on purpose because when the two doors come together, they look like they're perfect. It's that the boat is way out. So when I was putting this one in, it was spot welded. I had to manipulate it to be intentionally this shape. So now I can't just put this down flat and weld the steel to it. I'm going to have to clamp it, and the steel will have to bend this shape. Hello. Well, it's a new day. I'm back here. It's the afternoon. I was doing tours today. Sorry, a tour. It got too hot for the second tour, so nobody turned up. But what I'm going to do now is cut off the excess steel on this. It's all nicely welded. And weld the other one. There's my frame. There's my other sheet. I've ground all the imperfections out, and now they close beautifully. They meet up nicely, they swing well, and the doors come off. There's only one problem. There's a very large bow in the middle of it. Yeah, which I'm not happy about. The welding has pulled it apart, so that's a thing. It can be easily fixed. Now, gotta make a hatch. We've made it to the end of the video, and there have been no tears.
How's the acting career going?
How could you say that?
There. I think the rest of the world can see why you don't have much of an acting career. Right, so you're still doing that. You're gonna keep going. Aye. Don't forget to subscribe.